Hi there. So I wanted to take a moment today to talk to you about caloric density. So this is something that of all of my years of trying to manage my weight and eat differently, I didn't ever really understand this. And this was a big aha moment for me. So the thing is this, our stomachs, our bodies, register our feelings of feeling satisfied through two different mechanisms. So the first one is through hormones, and the second one is through our nervous system. So once we have had enough to eat, our nutrient-wise, our body will send messages through hormones to our brain to say, hey, we've had enough. And so those are our leptin, or the hormone leptin that will send things, hey, we've had enough. And then the other way is around the stomach, there is a system of nerves, a matrix of nerves. And when it is stretched just a little bit, then it will send a message through the nervous system to our brain to say, hey, we've had enough to eat. So that is our volume sensor. So the reason that this is important to understand is if we're eating foods that are high in nutrients but are not high in volume, we may still feel hungry afterwards or have that sensation of hunger. So we need to be eating foods that are high in volume and high in nutrients. However, they also need to be low enough in calories that we can eat it throughout the day and not go over our caloric limit, otherwise we gain weight. So there are foods that are higher in caloric density, which means that for a set amount, say for 100 grams, the calories are quite a bit higher, or per gram, the calories are higher than lower density foods. So let me show you this. So here's the little graphic that I use in my clinic and show, and I'm sorry, there's a bit of a glare here with my natural light setup. I can post this below in the comments, but you can see here is our caloric density. So foods that are low in caloric density, that will have a higher volume and lower calories, are our fruits and our vegetables. And so you can see if we were to take, is this a 400 calorie one? Yes, so 400 calories of fruits and vegetables would fill our stomach right up. 400 calories of potatoes, beans, grains, that includes our rice and such, that will still fill us up and make us feel quite satiated. When we get to our animal products here, this will include dairies and like a lower fat dairy, meats, fish, chicken. It may have, it has higher calories, but it's not going to give us that feeling of fullness in terms of volume. And then we have our cheeses and oils. Oils are very, very high in caloric density. This also includes, I'm sad to say, nut butters and things like that. So we have to be careful with our dressings, and sauces and butter would be included in this as well. And quite often when I say, we don't really need the added oil, people will often say, well, but what about healthy fats? And so this is where we talk about whole food eating. So if people are wanting to have, say, peanut oil, then eating the whole peanut would be perhaps a healthier choice, because we're not taking the oil, which is a very, very processed and highly distilled and concentrated version of that whole food. So avocados are a great example. Avocados are what we might call a healthy fat, but adding oils into our food, we really don't need to do that because there's actually fat in everything. Now, to illustrate my point about food, about caloric density, that's what we're talking about today. Okay, I have a couple of foods to show you. So look at this. So here I have about 80 calories of three different foods, okay? So we have, here is 80 calories of cheese, all right? Here is 80 calories of peanut butter. Here is 80 calories, actually not even. I didn't have enough peppers in my fridge to show you 80 calories of peppers. So which one is going to make you feel, okay, there's two there, I have to be fair, more full in terms of volume? The fiber in here is also going to help you feel full for longer. So there's that. That's not to say don't eat cheese. I'm not saying don't eat cheese. I would never say that to you. What I'm saying is, this is the garnish, this is the main event. So instead of, and not necessarily together, but let's say you're having a salad. If you were to take as much cheese as you normally put on a salad, cut that in half and bump up those vegetables, you're going to have a larger serving, lower in calories, and you're going to feel more full and eat fewer calories. which means you get to eat more. And isn't that the whole point? So, if you have any questions about caloric density, send me a message. Comment below. Thanks so much.